The Nevada desert swallowed the horizon, a sprawl of cracked earth and sagebrush when my rental car coughed and quit. At 35, a social worker from Utah, I'd been chasing a California vacation, but now I stood on a desolate road, phone dead with no signal. The sun sank, bleeding orange, and panic clawed me. Miles of nothing, no one to help. Then, headlights sliced the dusk. A battered truck rolled up, chains rattling, and a man stepped out, his frame stark against the fading sky. Before we dive in, please hit that like button and subscribe. It's super easy, takes just a second, and it's crucial for growing a new channel like mine. If you're already subscribed, you're incredible. Let's get started. He was older, maybe 60, broad in flannel, face weathered like the dunes. Car trouble? His voice was low, rough, scraping like the desert wind. Yeah, I said, forcing a smile, my heart skittering. Won't start, no signal. I waved my useless phone. He eyed my car, then me, his gaze steady, not cruel, but not warm either. Lucky I came by. This road's empty. Could be days till someone else passes. My stomach lurched. Days? Just me, a half-empty water bottle. No food, alone. He popped my hood, poking around while I hovered, city nerves buzzing in this vast void. Can't fix it here, he said, slamming it shut. Getting dark, my farm's near, can tow you there, figure it tomorrow. I froze, sizing him up, tall, quiet, arms crossed like he didn't need to prove a thing. My throat tightened. A stranger, middle of nowhere, fear spiked, cold and sharp. I didn't know him, didn't know what he might want. But the desert stretched endless, and night was falling. No signal, no help, no choice. Okay, I said, voice thin, grabbing my bag. Thanks. He hooked my car to his truck, chains clanking as he worked, his arms flexing, thick with muscle, hauling the tow like it was nothing. I watched from my driver's seat, gripping the wheel, my pulse fast. Heavens, he was strong, big arms, steady hands, built to tame this land. The thought sparked, unbidden, cutting through my fear, and I pushed it down, focusing on the road. I stayed in my car, steering as he towed, his truck's taillights, my lifeline. Dust swirled, the desert blurring past, and I felt small, tethered to this stranger, scared but bound by need. We reached his farm as stars flared, a weathered house, barn looming, hay scent sharp. He unhitched my car, wiping his hands. Inside, the kitchen was plain, a rifle rack on the wall. Phone's there, he said, nodding to a landline. I called roadside assistance, relieved for a signal. 3 days, they said. Equipment's down. My chest tightened. 3 days? I hung up, catching his eye. I'm Clara, I said. He nodded. Eli, short and serious. Eli overheard, stirring a pot on the stove. 3 days, huh? I'll try fixing it tomorrow. Stay here till then. His voice was matter of fact, no push. I nodded, tension easing, but not gone. You hungry? He asked, setting out bowls. Venison stew, hunted it myself. We sat, the meat rich, wild, steam curling between us. Silence settled, heavy. I tried questions. Hunt a lot? He grunted. Enough. I pushed. Farm life. His past. Born here. Stay here, he said. Eyes on his bowl. Voice clipped. No charm. Just raw. Like a predator stalking prey. That hit me. His wildness. His strength. The way he could hunt and thrive here. It wasn't just respect. It was heat. Stirring deep. Pulling me in despite myself. He's so fierce, I thought. Pulse quickening. Fork still. I hid it. Sipping water. But the air thickened. Eli cleared the plates, pointing to the guest room. Sleep there, he said, his broad frame filling the doorway as he left. The room was simple, quilted bed, stars framed outside, but sleep dodged me. At 35, I'd always been steady, clients, plans, control, but Eli's quiet power shook me. Those arms, his hunt, his world, it was primal, unraveling me. Hours dragged, my thoughts circling him, the desert's silence loud. Past midnight, restless, I slipped on my jacket over my tank top and shorts, stepping outside. The farm glowed under a sky ablaze with stars, sagebrush whispering, air cool on my skin. I wandered toward the barn, lost in the night's beauty, when a voice snapped, "Don't move, or I shoot." I froze, heart slamming. Eli stepped from the shadows, shotgun lowering, eyes wide. "Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Thought someone broke in." He propped the gun against a post, hands raised. Fear should have gripped me. Gun. Dark, him, but it didn't. That moment, his voice sharp, weapon steady, pure instinct, set me ablaze. He was fierce, raw, a man who could kill or save without blinking. My breath caught, not fear, but need. I wanted him, fierce and alive, right there. I stepped closer, voice low, steady despite my racing blood. "I'm fine, Eli." My jacket slipped open, tank top clinging, eyes locked on his. He swallowed, that serious face softening, just a flicker. "Show me the barn," I said, deliberate, warm. He hesitated, then nodded, leading inside, horses snoring. Hay bales stacked, moonlight slicing through slats, air thick with earth and leather. Leaning against a bale, hair loose, I tilted my head. "Ever bring a girl out here, Eli?" My voice teased, my gaze fire, no mistaking it. He froze, muttering, "Ain't that kind?" But his eyes lingered, caught. I closed the gap, fingers grazing his chest, his heart thudding under flannel. "Maybe I am," I whispered, lips near his ear. His breath hitched, hands hovering, shy like a man rusted by years alone. "Clara," he growled, resisting, but I kissed him, slow, hungry, tasting dust and need. His hands found my waist, tentative, then firm, like a dam breaking. Hay crunched as we sank. My tank top shifted under his touch, his calloused palms, rough but reverent, tracing my curves like a sacred map. I pressed closer, guiding him, my body loud where words fell short. He hesitated, eyes searching, shy, unsure, but I framed his face, kissing deeper, showing my want. His restraint shattered, lips grazing my neck, hands gripping my hips, a hunger matching mine. I arched into him, nails clawing his shoulders, chasing the blaze from that road. Our rhythm surged, primal, the barn alive with it, a wave of warmth stealing my breath, leaving me trembling, undone. We paused, hay prickling, his breath heavy, but the fire hadn't faded. I shifted, pulling him close again, moonlight catching his eyes, still hungry, like mine. More, I murmured, voice thick, guiding him back to the hay. His hands steadied me, slower now, exploring with a quiet awe, like he was learning me anew. My fingers tangled in his hair, urging him, my skin humming as he followed my lead. His lips found my collarbone, tracing lower, each touch a spark building to another rush, softer but deeper, wrapping us in a warmth that lingered. My pulse racing, body alive under his. After, we lay tangled, hay sharp against my back, his arm heavy across me, horses snorting nearby. His fingers brushed my arm, gentle now, no words, just stars through the slats. For once, I didn't need to plan or fix, just feel. Morning came, and Eli was at my car, tools scattered, starters patched, he said, grease on his hands, voice serious again. I watched, that spark still glowing, but California called. By noon, my car hummed. He stood by his truck, arms crossed, eyes holding mine too long. Drive safe, Clara, he said, his hand lingering in mine, a secret etched in dust. As I drove off, the farm faded, but its heat stayed. Was I reckless, or did the desert give me what I needed? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every one, and I want your take. If this moved you, like, subscribe, tap that bell. You won't miss a story. Share it with someone who'd feel it. Thanks for watching. See you next one.